Okay. Just 2 minutes.
Oh, by the way, did you share the streaming link on the mail?
Yeah, just here.
It's going to...
Tu poses ton vidéo.
Ouais, je sais.
Is it going live?
Yes. Now.
We're live now?
Yes.
I just sent the message to the mailing list.
Do someone have a problem with it? We don't have
No, send back home.
Yeah. So, we will pass the tickets.
How many votes do we get? How many votes do we get?
Oh,
Three?
maybe 4. Ouais.
Well, this one is interesting.
Yeah, with a lot of tickets. I will announce each ticket. If you have question on it. Alors, the first, manage print queue. Massively PDF background job. SAP mainframe. I have put a ticket like this. Feedback, manage X data volume. I think is here. It's a presentation of feedback or a reflection.
Just a discussion.
Just a discussion.
Okay. I think is
I want to know if someone has the same problem or something like this and how we can manage.
okay. Nice. Ticket, the future of this. What's the next discussion?
What's the next
Discussion.
discussion?
To discuss, introduce yourself. How long with Ofbiz, project, domain, other open source contribution.
That would be in the beginning. In the opening.
IntelliJ plugin presentation.
There's two.
Another.
On va parler vers le son, sinon c'est pas très audible.
C'est un peu déçu. Brainstorm what if one things code should do improve developer experience. Tu veux le mettre avec? Écoute, c'est
Sum up with the plugin, but
who use accounting, double ledger, how interacts external account, invoice posting. Big subject. How you create bulk backup and clean up that data to avoid million-old entity record. It's also a big subject.
Yeah.
What if Jack Leroux stopped working? The main contributor of this. Talk about the config system, how to configure Ofbiz correctly. T'en as un autre aussi là.
Yes.
Yeah. It's linked to a talk about Apache Ofbiz with Kubernetes. How to manage product hosting, experience using JSD estimate is near Kubernetes, I think.
Hosting.
Product costing and COGS estimate.
Costing.
Yeah, it's product costing and the COGS.
Okay.
Product COGS.
So it's more like business, something like that.
Yeah, that's
Business related.
accounting related.
Yeah, accounting related.
Load balancing, déclaration use case to specific Ofbiz instance. Completely linked to Kubernetes. Discussion, your experience with API consuming offering, what's your practice? Talk on the standardization improvement. Infrastructure presentation and discussion.
You can put it with Decathlon.
Yeah. The hosting improvement. Share experience with alternative UI, React versus out of the box. Is near the standardization. And brainstorm for me, Ofbiz naming release. And this time we have just number.
Still.
Okay. We have 4 pen, and I suggest to put
How many votes?
4, 3, 3, 4. 4.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's go.
I guess I think we about the production ticket, we put it out aside and start with that. Those do not need to vote.
It was an introduction task.
Yeah.
If you have any issues in the that's really fast. I forgot visiting the city.
What color is this? Black? Black. Okay, sorry. A bit colorless.
Oh,
So it's good.
Okay, next time.
I think this should be more general. This is, I think, a bit more specific for Kubernetes. This is general.
Scusa, ho avuto il chat. Non hai fatto il chat. I think also that we should
For today.
match
It's only for today.
mix. Sorry for today.
I don't see, I think it's also
Ouais,
Is the schedule for the world
all the events, yes.
so not only for today?
Yeah.
So what is the mark of day one?
I think it's we prioritize with the importance of the result for each station. If you are one with big one, with a lot of, it will be the first.
Okay.
Maybe we have time to make it all. if you have question about the posting, do not hesitate to.
thanks. So, there's a hosting and config system for each data and share experience. Three, we have website backup, hosting system, brainstorm, improve the user experience, media plugin, up, discussion API, two, future of Ofbiz, what if I stopped, and one, zero, up, menu, infrastructure, talk, okay. Before visiting the site, wait until. So we can start for the discussion to introduce yourself. Let's go. Who start? Me?
Yes.
Okay.
I will follow if you want.
Me, so the question is, because a lot of
How long have you worked with us?
I work with Office since 20 years. We started with a fork and stopping to come back to work. I passed the committer, I forgot the date, in 10 years, I think, less. And we use Ofbiz for all customers that we have. So I deployed Ofbiz in manufacturing, marketplace, children association, a lot of different systems, and it's the result that this forced me to think how manage Ofbiz with efficiency and with the long term. So it's the reason that I try to organize this day also, because I want to share different experience and how we can improve Ofbiz for the next generation. Gilles?
I think we can add our skills.
Yeah.
Maybe you are more front, back.
Me, more from the back and administration system. So I go to the front, but with a little fear because I don't manage all the front. Some people are better than me. Gilles?
Okay, so I'm a colleague of Nicolas. I work for Merid since 2009 and start working with Fork. It's my first job. I start working with Apache Ofbiz, with the Fork as the same story. I became committer in 2015 in PMC as touch everything guy. I like. Okay, the microphone is here. So
Yeah.
Hello. I'm expert of nowhere, but I touch everything. So a good comprehension of a lot of domains. So I like discovering things. I like. Okay. What can I say? Short question. Do not hesitate. And the same project as Nicolas, with selling, with marketplace, association for managing contract of peoples and subscriptions for another association. And that's all, I guess. Nicolas, if you want to take the...
I work with. I'm the owner of a small company, of a small software house that build a solution, ERP solution for fashion industry in Italy. So we work with our legacy system, and we want to migrate from our legacy mainframe system to a new solution based Ofbiz based. So we use Ofbiz. Maybe 10 years ago, we started using Ofbiz with a small team of 3 developers working on a solution for B2C. We want to start to B2C because we are not the experienced, we are not so Ofbiz based experience to create MRP and product costing and so on and so forth. And we want to start from a customer request, for specific customer request, to create a B2C connected to our legacy ERP. So we start creating a B2C system that is fully Ofbiz based, with only the user interface custom, and we sell with this system more than 1 million euros a year of clothes. So the clothes is quite cheap. So there's a lot of product, a lot of order, and so one of the issue was how to manage large amount of data, and so create historical data and clean up database and so on. Cool. And time by time we start creating a B2B platform based on Ofbiz, and we want to continue with this step-by-step approach, because the fashion industry is quite complex, from manufacturing to subcontractor to raw material so there's a lot of journey to achieve, and we start from B2C after the B2B, and now we have managed the core system. So we use a React interface, but all the services by Ofbiz. So we use Ofbiz as a core service for backend, and we call REST web service from REST, with the REST API. And after we can share our experience and take a look to the new system we are building. That we have a small team, so I need the help of external software houses. So I work with some Indian guys who help me to create all this stuff. So because it's quite complex. So we are near to complete all the processes, and I think next year 2026 we are at the end, and we are able to migrate from old system to new system. Maybe 20 fashion companies, from old to new system. So I think it's a good a good sponsor for Ofbiz. So migrating an old legacy system that is 30 years old on mainframe with a lot of customization, a massive migration step by step, customer by customer, to a new Ofbiz totally all system. Okay, thank you.
So hello everyone, I'm Giulio, colleague of Nicola. I'm working in MP Style. This is my first job, and I started working on Ofbiz in 2016, and
Maybe 10 years, more or less 10 years.
next year is the 10 year of working on Ofbiz. I started with developing e-commerce site using the old version 13, so it's quite buggy. And yeah, we use basically the order manager model, and we rewrite all the free market templates. We create 10 different e-commerce sites with different graphics, and yeah, we did a quite experience on that, so we find a lot of things we have to find out how Ofbiz manage a lot of things, reading the code, because there was not so much help from the documentation. So, but I think it was a great gym, because I had the chance to learn a lot of how Ofbiz framework works, and yeah, and from that now I'm following this migration with the Indian guy, with the Indian team. So from the analysis side to the reviewing of the React screen, and yeah, it's it's been a huge journey from the first e-commerce site to this new ERP migration. So yeah, we are both committed of this since 3-4 years, I don't know. Last year we became PMC members of the project, so yeah, we are quite involved in this. So this is
Yes, so
Hello, so my name is Danuts, and I think I'm the newest Ofbiz member, I guess. Ofbiz, I only discovered it last year, so in 2024. And the way I discovered it is we currently have a small business, we have a physical store where we sell products, and I created an inventory management system for that one. And in the last couple of years, the problems that I had with it was I didn't know how to create a data model, like how should I store inventory, should I create this field or this entity, where do I store the stock, where do I store this data. And I just thought to myself, there has to be a standard for this, because every business basically has the same requirements. So somebody has to have created something like this already. And I searched for it, and that's how I found Ofbiz. And I found a book that it was based upon, the Universal Data Model. So that pretty much solved my problem, the Universal Data Model. And well, actually, I also work in the store, so I have knowledge about both sides, both the business case, the business requirements and use case, and the Ofbiz, so the backend system. And so right now, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to migrate the current system that we have to the universal system based on Ofbiz, the universal data model. And so, because I don't have time, what I do is I take the new features that I need to implement, and then I implement the new features in the new system, and easily, step by step, migrate the old one to Ofbiz. And so, actually, because I know both the business case and the software, I'm trying to see how I can better use Ofbiz to satisfy the business requirements, because I guess that's the most important thing that we all use Ofbiz for, to satisfy some business requirements, because if we don't have those, we don't have a need for Ofbiz. Yeah, and I guess that's about it.
Hi everyone, so I'm Florian. Here. Okay. Hey. So I'm Florian. I work at Nereid with Gilles, Gaëtan, Baptiste, and Nicolas. I joined Nereid in 2022. So I work with Ofbiz for 3 years now. Every day I work for a company that's called Refectory, which delivers meals every day to companies in about 20 cities in France. So there's a lot of financial aspects, stock management aspects. We have 20 cities with a lot of stock area. It is both B2C and B2B. It's interesting to that point. And we have to build interfaces for people who work in cities and who have to work with their mobile phones. So we have to design screens that can be used on mobile phones. Recently, we put together a module built with Vue.js. It was a first time for us. I'm more like I'm a front-end guy. I worked a lot with React, Angular, and Vue with Nereid. So that's it. What else? Happy to be here and to meet you guys.
Next it will be me, so I'm Gaëtan, also working with Nereid since 2019, I think. Quelque chose comme ça. 2019, mostly Decathlon projects, so the biggest one we've got. So with a lot of data, a lot of order, a lot of business needs, big project, heavy to move. And I'm also I'm a backend kind of person, interested in writing Java and Groovy more than XML for myself, and that's why I wrote the IntelliJ plugin, which is my side project, and about 1 day per week for me, which led me to a lot of reading the inside of the of this code, and I think that's all for me. Mostly Decathlon and plugin.
Hello, I'm Baptiste. I started Ofbiz 1 year ago, and I work on this project of Decathlon for Nereid, and I try to understand well how Ofbiz worked for the moment. So, tada.
Okay, thanks all. I propose to not start the big subject now. We can visit the site. I don't know where is Andy, but he will come. I will start the presentation at the site. So we continue to 2 p.m. GMT plus 2 for the people that follow. So thanks, and let's go outside.